Welcome to Vajrasattva Express Meditation. Very happy you can be here tonight with me. So let's make sure that we're in a nice, comfortable posture. So make sure that your back is straight, nice and relaxed. So you've got this very stable frame. And as Venerable Rabina Korten likes to say, it's like your skeleton is very strong and then all of the flesh and muscles are just draped on the skeleton. And take a few nice deep breaths. Just connect with your body, with the breath. Continue to relax. And then let your breathing return to normal. And we're going to start by doing this mantra to increase virtue 7 times, which is in the chat box if you're not yet familiar with it. We've been practicing this for a few weeks now. And so just thinking that by the power of this mantra, it's increasing this virtue that we're doing tonight by hundreds of thousands of times. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. And so we need to really then focus on our intention for doing this practice. We may have started with a somewhat selfish motivation of knowing that the reason why I'm suffering is because I have been creating negative karma. And so any of the physical or mental suffering, problems at work, at home, difficulties in relationships, difficulties with money, anything that's arising is coming from my past bad actions. And because I don't want this suffering, I know I need to purify this past karma. But then we want to make sure that we expand that motivation, knowing that what we all have in common is that we want to be happy. And just like me, every sentient being with this wish to be happy, wishing to be free from problems, we're all alike. We all have these sufferings of body and mind. And we all have our underlying Buddha nature, this ultimate love and compassion, this awareness of mind that goes beyond conception. And so really, ultimately, we are all the same. And so we can generate this wish that not only may I be free of suffering, but may all sentient beings be free of suffering. And not only may I have happiness, but may all sentient beings have happiness. And may I do this practice of purification so that I can progress on the path. I can continue to develop my positive states of mind, my actions that refrain from harming others and help others, so that I'm contributing in a very real way to the peace and happiness of all sentient beings, because every action I take has an effect. And so positive actions will keep having positive effects. And it keeps spreading and keeps affecting all sentient beings. And so in order to have this power to change, we have to start by being able to admit any mistakes that we've made. If we're hiding these from ourselves, if we're feeling like we just can't admit them because we're so hard on ourselves, we don't have any compassion for our mistakes, expecting ourselves to be perfect before we're a Buddha. If we can't admit these mistakes, then we can't really address them and change them. So we have to really be brave to look inside and see what are the negative actions and thoughts that we have done. And just start by looking back at today. If there's anything you've done with your body, speech, or mind that harmed yourself or others, just develop a simple regret. I wish I hadn't done that because I know I've created causes for future suffering. And then continue to think back farther than just today. If there's anything from yesterday you remember, or this week, anything recent that really you can remember, and so be very specific about wanting to purify it. And keep going back. Sometimes we're holding on to things from a long time ago. So past negative actions we have done can be from years ago, from our youth. If we can remember things we've done in our past life, we can regret those as well if they were negative. And if we can't remember past lives, then we just have this general wish that may I purify all negative actions in all my lives. And so really wanting to develop these positive qualities, really wishing to refrain from causing any more suffering. We think, who can I turn to? And now that we have finished the first power of regret, we go to the second of the four opponent powers, which is the power of reliance, where we turn to Buddha Vajrasattva, who is one with your guru. And we're relying on Vajrasattva's method. It's not that Vajrasattva just snaps his fingers and fixes us. We have to do the work. We have to use this method to purify that karma. And for that, we rely on Vajrasattva. And so visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head, your guru manifesting in the aspect for your benefit. He sits on top of a beautiful white lotus and a moon disk. His body is white light. Everything is made of light. The clothes, the ornaments, body, lotus, everything light. He holds a Vajra in his right hand and a bell in his left, symbolizing this union of wisdom and compassion. And with the full development of this wisdom and compassion, enlightenment itself, and we take refuge both in Guru Vajrasattva and in our own Buddha nature. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And so really have this strong, compassionate heart. We've been harming sentient beings since beginning this time. They've been harming us back. And we've been stuck in this endless cycle of samsara. And so really have this wish that may I purify all my negative karma so that I can end this cycle, become enlightened, help all others become enlightened as well. We must do it for their sake. Which brings us to the third of the four opponent powers, the power of remedy. And so we begin with the purification of the body. Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends a powerful beam of white nectar, which enters the crown of your head and begins to fill your body, pushing down a black inky liquid which exits out of the lower orifices of your body. And these are the negative actions of your body. And as that black inky liquid of your negative actions of body exits, it just completely dissipates as if it had never been there. And you hold that visualization as well as you can while we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipushaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramame Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati mebawa, sarvasiti mempriyats, sarvakama sutame, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagavan, sarvadada gada vajramami musa vajrabahamaha samaya sapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. All the harm that you have ever done to any sentient being with your body is now completely purified. So be absolutely delighted and think there's no way you could do anything but benefit others now with your body. And then we purify any negative actions of speech. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of white blissful nectar that enters the crown of your head, this time filling your body from the bottom up, pushing the black inky liquid that are the actions of your negative speech out of the top of your body, where it again just completely dissipates as if it had never been there. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sudashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sudashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddha Shrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddha Shrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddha Shrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddha Shrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membrayatsa Sarvakama Sitame Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. So just be so relieved, so delighted that your speech is now completely purified, so that everything you say will be to benefit others. And then we purify any negative actions of mind, and especially purifying the ignorance that believes that phenomena exist inherently from their own side, and that the I exists inherently from its own side, and we grasp to this self and create so much negative karma. So all negative karma of the mind being purified as Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light that enters the body. And just like turning on the lamp in a room immediately illuminates the entire room, the Vajrasattva light immediately lights up your body, purifying these negative actions of mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didamebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sudzame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabahama Samaya Safa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didamebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyasa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhishrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapadita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyasa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shrim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Be delighted that all your delusions, which is the source of your suffering and why we harm others with our body and speech, all those delusions are completely purified, finished, gone. And now there's no space in your heart mind for anything but love and kindness, wisdom, bliss, and compassion. So we purify now any of these subtle obscurations. So all of the gross imprints have been purified, these gross seeds, but now there's these imprints that are obstacles to enlightenment. And we have to purify those as well. It's like the stink that's left after you flush the toilet. Now we've got to freshen the air. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of white light that enters the crown of your head, illuminating your body completely and purifying all of these subtle obscurations. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denapatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarma Suttame Siddhim Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadata Gata Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didamebhawa Sutushaya Mebhawa Supashaya Mebhawa Anarati Mebhawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakarma Siddhame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didamebhawa Sutushaya Mebhawa Supashaya Mebhawa Anarati Mebhawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakarma Siddhame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Aham Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manapalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Didamebhawa Sutushaya Mebhawa Supashaya Mebhawa Anarati Mebhawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakarma Siddhame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gada Vajramami Musa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Feel you are completely purified, not one atom of negativity left in your mind stream. Even the subtlest obscurations to omniscience have been removed. And so now we do the fourth of the four opponent powers, the power of resolve. And so this is where we have to set a resolution not to repeat any negative actions that we have created in the past. And so we have that general wish to always be virtuous, always be helping others and refraining from harm. But then for anything that we have done that we remember, anything specific, we need to set a goal with a reasonable time frame that we think we can keep. We're not repeating it again. And so take anything that you have done that you remember doing and set that goal. I will not repeat it again for, it can be 10 seconds if it needs to be, or 5 minutes or a day, till you purify again. Whatever you reasonably think you can keep, so that if you do keep it, you need to be mindful of that and really rejoice in that. And that reinforces it. There's positive association. And if you do make a mistake again, because the habit is so strong, then that's why we have to purify every day. And this is how we create new habits. We let go of the old ones, form new, better ones. Guru Vajrasattva is just delighted with us. Wanting to merge with your mind, he melts into white light, enters through the crown of your head, the white light merging so that your Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and your body, speech, and mind are now the same thing. In union, oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. And then Lama Zopa Rinpoche recommends to meditate on the emptiness of the three circles, that in emptiness there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. Seeing all phenomena as empty of any inherent existence, they do not exist from their own side, but function as dependent arisings. And then dedicate all of the positive energy, which we call merit, that we have created by doing this purification, dedicated to all living beings, all sentient beings, thinking, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And then you can either recite these verses or just continue to meditate on the meaning as you dedicate. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, May bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Buddha Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment which is empty from its own side as quickly as possible by myself alone. And so we also dedicate for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, all of our precious gurus, all of our precious teachers, that they may all have long lives, hold us close in every future rebirth, and lead us to enlightenment so that we can be of benefit and lead all other sentient beings to enlightenment as well.
Thank you very